Hello guys, full time here at Everton. Everton 1, Arsenal 0. Oh, I'm starting to really not enjoy these trips to Goodson Park. I was here last season when we lost late on. Another defeat today. It's becoming a bit of a bogey ground for us. Very disappointing day for Arsenal. Obviously the 3 points went to Everton, but Arsenal will look at this and feel they just didn't perform to the kind of standards they've set for themselves this season. And I'm sure a lot of people will be trying to figure out why, including Mikel Arteta. And it's difficult to know right off the bat exactly what the issue was. I think there was a lot that went into it. Obviously, they came up against a team with a new manager, a ground, a fan base that was energised by that, a team that looked invigorated by it, who played in a very different style, a very different fashion to what they did under Frank Lampard, who looked to make it difficult, I think. And they did all those things very well. Set pieces, I thought, were always going to be the threat today. And in fairness to Everton, they created more than that. They had other big chances in the game, which they didn't take. A couple of good saves and a couple of big misses from them. Could have been worse. So Arsenal, I think, would have been really sort of pleased to get in at half-time at 0-0. I felt quite lucky to have survived the first half, given some of the chances. Everton had 3 big chances in that half. One decent chance at the other end, Freddie Nketiah, and Bukayo Saka had a shot cleared off the line. In the second half, though, Arsenal really did not do much better, I have to be honest. Everton started the half with a shot from the edge of the box, which deflected and was saved, and that kind of kept the crowd invested, kept them energised. Arteta made changes we're not accustomed to him seeing him make. Thomas Partey came off for Jorginho as he looked desperately to try and get some control of the midfield, try and get Arsenal's passing game going. Didn't work, and we got into that last 10 minutes. To be honest, I never really thought Arsenal looked seriously like scoring. Trossard came on, Tomiyasu came on. I think too many players were below par, and Everton won the marginal moments. In Arsenal's last 2 league games, I think they've really shown why they could win the league and potentially why they might not. If you think of the Manchester United game, the quality of the performance, the way they took the game to United, snatching that late equaliser. And then you see today, and it's some way off that. And this is the nature of the Premier League. People extrapolate a lot from a single game, but it's 38 games. People watch the United game and go, Arsenal are going to win the league. And I would never have said that, because as much as I believe that it was possible, you can't draw conclusions from one match. And similarly today, we can't draw conclusions from one match. A lot of off days out there. It's all about the response. The idea that Arsenal were going to get through to the end of the season without losing another game, I think, was always pretty unrealistic. I think the likelihood is that Manchester City probably won't either. This is the nature of it. But this was a bad defeat at a bad time, really. And now Arsenal fans find themselves having to root for Tottenham tomorrow, which is not a nice feeling, who play City. We haven't had many of these this season, so we've been very fortunate. But yeah, real disappointment for the travelling Arsenal fans. Long way to come for a lunchtime kickoff. Don't I know it? And they didn't turn up, really, the boys, for them today. It was Everton's day, and it wasn't ours. Painful one. Arteta's got to use it. That's all he can do at this point. He's got to try and use it. Right, speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.